Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. A masjid comes from the Arabic word sajada, which means to bow down and prostrate. What we do in a masjid is we surrender ourselves to God. We come to God and say, God, we know you have our back.
This is the first institution that offers a full masjid with the wudu area for the ablution, prayer hall, and the lecture hall, and a kitchen. This is an opportunity for students to feel proud of who they are and their identity here on campus.
The Masjid is a space for prayer and reflection where members of our Muslim community can engage with one another and strengthen their sense of belonging, identity, and purpose.
I feel like this masjid is something that is very integral to how I live my life. It's a place that allows me to keep going. It's where I've built my friendships. It's where I've built a community.
I feel myself drawn to it. I feel myself more comfortable here sometimes. I'm able to sit down and pray and sometimes study and then take a break and maybe chat with friends who are here as well. The masjid is at the center of probably all my best memories at Georgetown.
In this one space, I'm seen as me, I'm seen as my personality, I'm seen as all these characteristics I can bring to the table, I'm seen as my intelligence, I'm seen as my, my heart and my soul.
At Georgetown, we hope that the Masjid will provide our community with a place of welcome and fellowship so that our students, faculty, and staff can continue to grow in their faith.
They come to a place that cares for the whole person. So they walk into this space where, wait a minute, this is like my masjid back in my country, or this is like a masjid back in my home state. In a way, it tells them they are not far from home. Actually, they are home.
Being raised in a Muslim household, you may not be connecting with it individually because maybe you're doing it because you're surrounded by it. But coming here, doing things of my own volition, having to make my own decisions with my faith, and having to do it in a space like this, it's only allowed me to connect more with my faith.
One of the biggest reasons why I was able to come to Georgetown was because of this space. My parents were incredibly excited to hear that this is a place for students like myself to come to.
I now have to be Muslim by myself. I don't have my parents to guide me on this way. I have to be able to make the right and wrong decisions. And this space allows me to do that. This makes me feel safe. This place, knowing that I can just be who I am, has made me more Muslim than I've ever been.
The Masjid is one of 8 sacred spaces on our campus. We're trying to form students to be truly people for others. And in doing that, it means we need to be sensitive to interreligious dialogue. Coming to these different places, being invited by other students to come to the Masjid, whether you're Muslim or not, allows us to kind of explore the very deep richness that Georgetown has in its faith traditions.
Interreligious dialogue and commitment to it is one of the values in the Jesuit community. But the same values are also Muslim values. In Islam, we talk about interreligious dialogue. In Islam, we speak about social justice. In Islam, we talk about caring for the whole person. So having a masjid that reflects Islamic values authentically and to the fullest, we are engaging one another religiously, intellectually, for the common good of all. We are at Georgetown creating that community.
It allows the students to really see how much they know about themselves and about their beliefs, and how much they're able to talk about it. And it really teaches them to respect their beliefs and respect other beliefs, even if it's different.
The dedication of the Masjid in honor of Yaro Mahmoud celebrates a man of remarkable strength and perseverance, a man of deep faith. He reminds us of the diverse history of our nation and of those who called this city home.
Yaro Mahmoud, like most people of African descent, came here as a slave and brought here on the ship the Elijah. Then in 1796 or so, he was able to purchase his freedom Washington, D.C. is becoming Washington, D.C. And he becomes an integral part of black life in this city. Here was this man in this city who was able to keep his religion, his faith, his language, his hopes for the future.
So the naming of the masjid, Yaro Mahmoud, reminds us American Muslims that we are a part of the fabric of the United States of America. We have always been here. We will continue to be here contributing.
This place honors all those dedicated to the cause of freedom and reminds us of our solidarity with one another as we share our faith and work together toward justice. We hope that this space enables the rich experience of faith, an opportunity for engagement and learning, and a sense of community and belonging.
I say to my Muslim sisters and brothers, we all come from dust, from turab. We're all brothers and sisters in dust. So I hope that when they come into this masjid, they live that teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be with him. In diversity lies our unity. In our ability to celebrate diversity comes our unity. If you are a Muslim, if you see yourself a Muslim, then you are a Muslim, and no one will judge you in this masjid. Come with your baggage, come with who you are. You will be embraced, you will be loved, and you will be catered for. Because we're all brothers and sisters in the love of God, in service of humanity, and in our commitment for compassion in this world.